overall energy at the bottom of the deck is Six of Swords, which the overall energy, Capricorn, is that you are definitely thinking about walking away from something that isn't serving you, something that's causing you stress, something that is not a harmonious environment for you and just simply doesn't serve you. So let's move further and see what's going on. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's something that you've really been working hard. Maybe you feel that your efforts aren't being rewarded. Or maybe you feel that it's being taken for granted in some way. You have the Queen of Wands, which is something that's empowering you. So it's something that you're working on that you feel very passionate about. It's something that you really desperately have wanted to achieve. However, whatever this is, it's been done to where whatever your expectations were, they weren't being met, because this has definitely been a burden. I mean, a serious burden for you, to where you feel that you want to walk away and just leave it all behind. And in your recent past, you have the King of Swords, which it could be an air sign person that you're involved with, that you worked on the relationship with them, and you were very passionate about them, and they just caused you, they just brought a lot of pain and just aggravation, to where you just felt like you were the one that was just, it wasn't a team is what I'm getting, that you felt like you were doing all the work. And in the front of your mind is what's causing you to do this is the fact that you feel that you've been betrayed in some way. Someone's just been sneaky, and it's definitely bothering you to the point to where you just want to leave it behind. And in your recent future, which time's fluid, this could have happened recently or it may be yet to come, but it's definitely something that you're going to hear that's going to confirm this decision to walk away, that it's going to be, it could be minor, but then again it could be earth-shattering. It just depends on how you perceive it, but it's going to be what it's going to be, and it's definitely going to coincide with the Seven of Swords. So it's going to be some news that comes in that where you discover something and you've been working hard and you're very passionate about it. Although we don't have any cups yet, we just have swords, fire, and finances. So let's see. What's going to empower you is you're going to want to look for a new beginning somehow. This Ace of Cups. You're definitely going to want a fresh start in some way. Next we have the Lovers. So this could be where you walk away from this other situation, relationship, job, friendship, whatever, for a new beginning with someone else that you feel very connected to. Could be a Gemini person. Let's move further and see. Your hopes and fears is strength. So I think it's something that you want to do, and you're really hoping to have the strength to do this, because I think that you're really fearing the repercussions. But I think that there's some news that you want to deliver to someone. And it could be that you know that they're not on the up and up, but it's going to leave someone, maybe this is something you've heard that's left you feeling betrayed in some way, that's left you feeling sort of dismissed or left out, or it could be you doing this to someone else because you're wanting this new beginning with someone else. But let's clarify. Let's clarify the King of Swords for Capricorn, please. Who is this King of Swords person that's caused this air sign, that's causing you some pain and aggravation, and they don't seem to be on the up and up here. It could be air, sun, moon, or rising. Let's clarify the air sign King of Swords for the sun sign of Capricorn. Okay, this is someone who once made you happy. It could also be someone who is all about themselves and has a big ego and could be working on themselves, therefore causing you neglect in some way. But let's see, let's clarify. Who is this King of Swords and the Sun? Could be that this person once upon a time just brought you total happiness, since it's the past. Okay, could be a Virgo or Gemini. Possibly a Gemini, since that is a sword. But it's definitely someone that really had power over you in some way, that you felt that the sun and stars just were, the sun rose and set for this person, and they just totally brought you complete happiness. And then you found out that they were not the way that you thought they were, you know, genuinely the way that you thought they were. But you really worked hard on this relationship, and you were very passionate about them at one time. So we're going to clarify the Tower. Let's clarify the Tower for the sun sign of Capricorn. What is this Tower that's coming in the near future? But basically this Mercury ruled either Virgo or air sign person that's caused you just pain and agony. Has just been nothing but trouble. You're really thinking about walking away from them. So let's clarify the Tower, please. Judgment. Okay, so with the Tower and Judgment, Judgment is a card of where you've obtained a spiritual level to where you're really realizing things for what they are. And again, Judgment is no judgment, because things aren't necessarily good or bad. We define those as being good or bad, but it's really just the way that it is. And now comes this period of spiritual acceptance, transformation, to where you realize, okay, this is the way things are, even though I may not like the outcome. You have this realization of not judging and looking back, and don't feel any remorse for what you've done. Just be glad that hindsight's 20/20. Be glad that you're able to look back on everything and reassess it and see it from a different perspective. An objective perspective, to where you can see the reality of everything and not be so wrapped up in it emotionally. So I think that that's really a beautiful time, even though it may not seem to be the case. But you definitely have this new beginning, and you have the Lovers here, and you have the Strength. It's going to leave someone feeling left out. And a lot of times that's indicative of someone that's fearful of change. But with this Judgment here, that's really a beautiful new spiritual beginning for you, to where you can look back and truly reassess your past without judgment on yourself or blame for anyone, and have this new beginning, which is clearly here with this Ace of Cups. And it's definitely a head or heart decision. So sometimes you just have to use your head to make certain decisions, and along with that, you're really hoping to have the strength to do that. And you can still do that with love. and you can still tame the ugly beast, so to speak, with love. And even though it is what it is, just be accepting of it and non-judgmental and move forward. And if someone feels left out in the cold, then that's on them. So anyway, let's do excuse me oracle card. Kind of guidance and hope. Can we give the sun sign of Capricorn for the month of July? And making this life transforming decision. Kind of insight and guidance can we give Capricorn, please? Okay, so all tied up, which we know that you're all tied up in this air sign, or I think it's an air sign person. Someone you were very, very attached to. And you want this new beginning. It could be someone else that you're interested in, someone that's coming into the equation here. And you're a little reluctant to move forward with them. And you're fearful of the outcome. Because, of course, you don't want to hurt anybody. Yin and Yang. So, of course, that's the card of balance and making sure that you just make the right decision and don't get your emotions all tied up into what you feel based on society, how it needs to be, because you definitely have this new spiritual awakening to where you're looking back and reassessing everything. And it could be because you want this new beginning. It may just be that you just don't want what was there anymore. You definitely want something new. And really, there's just, you're guarded. And with this Knight of Wands and juggling and this Three of Swords, it could be this is, and Eight of Cups, it could be that this has been going on for quite some time, with the Knight of Wands. I don't know, let me know if this is not the case with you, because every time with the Knight of Wands, it's if it's not a fire sign person, it's definitely someone who doesn't want to be committed. So it could be someone, that goes along with this. They're stepping out, you've dealt with it for a long time. You're guarded, you're just always like, it's like you have PTSD of some sort, to where you feel that when are you going to do it again? Like you're questioning everything.